Hi everyone, welcome back to my third World Cup video. This is going to be going over the round 2 of fixtures that we've had in the group stage, just kind of see where we are. Some of the teams are now already gone through, some of the teams are now out. Just going to go through the results and see how we feel about them. So starting off with the Russia versus Egypt. Russia won out 3-1 winners. It was pretty easy for this one. Egypt didn't really have a lot. They did start Mo Salah this time around, but you can clearly see he wasn't fit, so they never really stood a chance from there. And then Russia picked up an easy 3-1 win from there. And then we had the Uruguay versus Saudi Arabia game, which I think was a terrible game of football, if I'm really honest. Suarez got the goal that give the win to Uruguay, but I really thought they would have done better considering how bad Saudi Arabia were against Russia. I thought Uruguay would really take this advantage and kick on after their poor performance in their first game, but it didn't really pan out that way. So that's fortunately that one. So that means Russia and Uruguay are both through to the next round, which we all thought would be anyway. That's no shock of results. There, it's just between one of those two who's going to come top when they play each other a bit later on. Then moving on to Portugal v Morocco. Portugal picked up a 1-0 win here. Again, this one wasn't the best game in the world. Portugal got an early goal from Ronaldo. Who else? But then they didn't really do anything else from there. I thought they would have kicked on. I thought they would have really kind of hammered Morocco a little bit more, but they didn't. They were happy to sit back and kind of claim the 1-0 win, which was a little bit disappointing from a neutral's point of view. Then we had Spain versus Iran. Again, Spain were very lucky to get the 1-0 win here. They got quite a lucky goal with it coming off Costa's leg, and then Iran had a goal disallowed using the VAR, which I do agree. I think it was right to disallow the goal, but it was very close, and Spain could easily have drawn, even maybe lost this game. So they were quite lucky here. Again, Spain and Portugal top the group again. No real shocks in this one so far. Moving on to one of the other big shocks of the tournament maybe so far was Croatia's 3-0 win against Argentina. Now, Croatia very much did deserve this win. They were by far the better team. For all the attacking talent that Argentina possesses in Messi, in Aguero, in Di Maria, in all these fantastic players that they have, Dybala, they didn't. Their defence was terrible. Caballero with a terrible mistake, back pass, played that to me, miscontrolled it, volleyed over his head. It was a great goal. Modric added a second with a fantastic long range shot, and then where Argentina were pressing towards the end, they nicked the third. But 3-0 does not flatter Croatia. They 100% deserved this victory. And then we had Nigeria beating Iceland again. Nigeria played very well, did very much deserve the win. Iceland's kind of their sort of defensive style that they have works well against big teams because big teams have to attract them, but where they didn't really work against Nigeria. Nigeria just kind of had a little bit more to them. They were really poor in the first game. I thought they played quite well here, so it's kind of opened up the group a little bit. And at the moment, we're looking at Croatia have qualified. They're definitely going to probably finish top. Then it is anyone out of Iceland, Nigeria, and Argentina. Now, Argentina could wear it if it was bottom of this group, which would be a big shock to a lot of people. So we have to see how this one pans out. It's going to be an exciting last game in this group. Then we move on to Brazil beating Costa Rica 2-0. As much as I think they probably did deserve the victory, they had to wait very late to get it. I think it was stoppage time when Coutinho actually got the goal to put 1-0 up, and then Neymar got one quite near the end. Speaking of Neymar, you saw the two sides of Neymar in this game. You had the brilliance of Neymar when he flipped it over the defender's head and had all his skills and tricks, which was great. But then we saw the play acting and the running around, and when he died, I think he did die for the penalty. And it was given and rightly went to VAR and it was overturned. I think that was a correct decision for VAR. But he should have been booked. He was really petulant, and at the end when he was on the middle of the pitch crying, I just don't buy any of this stuff he's doing. He seems a bit of a play act to Neymar. As much he's a great footballer, but it's not what you want to see in the game. And then Switzerland beat Serbia 2-1. Again, they turned this round. This is the first time I think a team has actually come from behind to win a game. We've seen a few draws, but this is the first time a team's actually come back to win a game. And this is a great game. Jazeera's goal from outside the volley was splendid. And again, I think Switzerland probably did deserve the victory here. And I think they played well against Brazil. They're always very well organised, the Swiss, at a World Cup. I think they probably will get out of this group now. Along with Brazil, I think Brazil will probably do it, and that'll be the two out of this group here. Then we have the South Korea versus Mexico, where Mexico won 2-1, and again they were on fire. Mexico, they've started this tournament really strongly, beating Germany and then getting the 2-1 victory over Korea. This time round, Hernandez scored a great goal. Obviously, good to see a West Ham player scoring some goals in a World Cup. So very much deserved the victory there. As well as Germany beating Sweden, and this was a barnstormer of a game. Sweden took the lead, and everyone was kind of, oh, this is it, because if Germany would have lost this because Mexico had won earlier, they were out, they were gone, because Sweden already beat Korea in the other game. And they got Royce brought them back level just after the second half. Then they got the Boateng sent off. Then I just had this feeling where it's Germany, it's tournament football, they will find a way, and did they? And that was a splendid goal by Kroos at the very end. The free kick, just the curling in that top corner from the angle that it was splendid, and they probably did deserve the victory, because once Sweden were very defensive in the second half, trying not to concede rather than really trying to go forward. Although they did have a few chances, but yeah, I think Germany maybe deserved the victory in this one, which is a big long life from them. So I have to wait and see what happens there. Then we have England's group. We all know how this turned out, don't we? This has crazy couple of games of football. If you look at the two group games here, first of all we had Belgium beating Tunisia 5-2. Now you could argue England could have should have done this really against Tunisia. The amount of chances that we missed, Belgium took those chances and really took the game to Tunisia. Just absolutely battered them. Tunisia, I think, were quite lucky to get 2 goals, but Belgium really looked strong in this one. Where they started a little bit slow against Panama. This one, they out of the blocks, bang. Lukaku got 2 goals, Hazard's got 2 goals. And I think Belgium are really starting to look like they're one of the dark horses that everyone thought they could be. It's really starting to gel now. And then England, what can you say? 6-1 against Panama. And I know a lot of people can say it was only Panama, but it was only Costa Rica and we drew 0-0. It was only Iceland and we lost 2-1. And I'm sure that if England would have got maybe just a 1-0 win to scrape through, or 2-1 like we did against Tunisia, all be negative. Yes, we won 2 games, but we haven't played that well. This is what we needed. This is what we should be doing to teams like this at a World Cup level, showing that how good we can be, because they're all Premier League players. They play in the best league on the planet, and they showed that every sort of chance England got in that first half they took. As much as Panama were trying to disrupt the game and trying to make it bitty and protesting and stuff, England players, very professional, didn't play up to any of that at all and did the business. By half time, game was over. We could all sit and relax, enjoy the game. It was a little bit disappointing we conceded the goal in the end, although I did find it quite funny how Panama celebrated a goal from 6-0 down to make it 6-1, but it was their first ever World Cup goal. So I'll give them a little bit. I would feel kind of happy for them, but I didn't like them as a team. They were horrible, really bitty, and getting stuck into some of the fouling was going on was unbelievable. So, but that means obviously we're through, so we can now go to the Belgian game without any real kind of concerns. Obviously, it would be nice to win the group. I know there's other connotations that you might want to finish second because where Germany to Brazil might finish. But I think it's important to win the groups in these things. It gives the team a good boost. I think there will be some changes going into the Belgian game. I don't think Ali will start, even if he is fit. I think he'll still rest him for the round of 16 game. You might see a few, maybe Vardy start instead of Kane, or at least Kane will only play a half in this time round. So a few changes around, I think. But I think we can get. We only need a draw, and we top the group. So I think we should get that as a minimum for that one. And then we go on to Japan and Senegal, which was a great game. The two teams that people thought would lose their first game won, so this kind of really had a big connotation to how the group might finish up. And 2-2 was a great game, very end to end, very action packed. Senegal looked really good. I thought they'd be a bit rubbish in all fairness, but they really come into their own in this tournament. Japan as well. I thought they were kind of, a lot of their big stars were kind of on their way out, but they've really showed up, and it was a really good game. This was a few goalkeeping errors. That Japanese goalkeeper might need to be changed because he made a mistake really to concede the free kick against Colombia, and he made a big mistake that for Mane's goal, which give Senegal the draw, made it 1-0 at the time. And then Colombia absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed Poland. Poland winning terrible. Now a lot of people, I thought Poland would probably win this group, but they're out. They're gone. First kind of real confirmation shock exit from the tournament. Poland just looked awful, and Colombia very much deserved their 3-0 win, playing that really good sort of attacking the South American style football, which we do like from the South Americans. So I think Colombia can do well. I think they probably will get out of it. I've got a feeling Japan might not make it. I think Poland might want to seek a bit of revenge and probably pick up the win there. So a draw maybe between the other two. So there we go. So that's the group so far. Obviously, England through, which is our main concern. Obviously, means we go to the third game without any pressure. Thanks very much for watching. Obviously, I'll be back again when the last round of fixtures are all done, and then we'll know how the round of 16 is going to look and sort of some connotation as to where the quarterfinals could go, what we could see, what we couldn't see. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Thanks very much for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.